What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, these Pookies and Ray Rays in today's world believe that they can get away with anything. And you know what? I don't care. I mean, God bless them. I have Pookies and Ray Rays in my family. I love you dearly. I'm never going to move anywhere near you. Don't want to be near you. Hell to the no. But I love you just the same. It's unfortunate we have the same lineage. Our grandmothers or sisters, whatever the case may be. But I love you. See you at the family reunion next year, and I ain't gonna see you no more. You know how it goes. But now, one of the things I noticed about Pookies and Ray Rays, especially in Black America, is they are entitled and emboldened. They believe they have the right to commit such atrocities that destroy neighborhoods and economies locally and scare the daylights out of people that look like them. But not only that, they feel emboldened to say, I did it, now what? Not only that, I'm gonna get on into Little Daryl's recording studio on Martin Luther King and talk about how I did such and such to who and who. And this is where I did it at. Now, Georgia's not playing that stuff. Georgia is coming to lock your ass up. And let me tell you this, they need to. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. All right? Stand by your work. I forgot the brother on YouTube that Neely Fuller. He was saying, listen, you Pookies and Ray Rays, if you're so tough, stand by your work. Don't get there on the radio and do it. Go tell the police you did it and what you gonna do about it, but y'all can't do that because y'all are scary. But anyways, what is happening now is you brothers are putting some of this stuff in the sound in these lyrics. Now the white man is taking your behind to jail. Then when you go to jail and implicate yourself, now you want to say, no, that's not true. My homeboy told me X, Y, and Z. It's a song. It just happens to, meet all the dates and times and stuff of when you actually did it. But now you're lying. And California agrees with you. California will become the first state in the country to limit the use of rap lyrics as evidence. Governor Newsom signed a bill on Friday that will limit the use of what he considers creative content against rappers and musicians in the state. Now, what is creative content, Mr. Newsom? Creativity is something that is subjective, and I can understand it. Your creativity, or what you feel is a creative, is maybe not be the same as mine. Got it. Some people don't feel that YouTubers are creatives. I understand it. Some people feel that people in Hollywood are not creatives. Understand it. It's subjective. You got no issue from me from that. Got it. However, if such Pookies and Ray Rays and some of you Pookishas out there deem it necessary that you're going to go out and obliterate people, they need to lock you up. And what we're seeing here is that this particular situation here is going to protect these Pookies and Ray Rays to do even more foolish things. So basically what happens here, in the AB 2799, whatever the hell that is, that's the Criminalizing Artistic Expression Act. Okay? In our state of California, judges will need guidance to evaluate whether a creative expression is admissible during a criminal trial and provides framework. Okay? Because they don't want to use the creative expression to trigger or reinforce stereotypes or activate racial bias. Okay? Racial bias. This is a bill that has been passed. Okay? Let me talk about this activation of so-called racial bias, if you will. Now, if I am to see a black man who, let's say, for example, for whatever reason, come into a job, and he's applying for the job, and that individual has dreadlocks, it may be necessary to say in that situation, I will need to pass a bill that won't implicate racial bias. Now we're talking about something that makes sense because, okay, you look like somebody who I think, or I've been told is violent, but I can't use this against you. I have to look at your work. I have to look at your grades. These are things that need to be evaluated before I give the job or not. I understand that. Here's the fundamental issue that I'm dealing with now. These rappers are implicating racial stereotypes and biases. Why? Because everything they say is the N-word. These HOESs and these Thadianas and these, these whoever it is and these I shot you here, blicka, blicka, blicka. So if I'm listening to you talk like that, I don't have to, what racial bias is there? I'm dealing with what you're talking about. This is how you talk about your people in every song. So now how do you expect me not to issue racial bias when you're talking about that person that you just shot, allegedly, like they're an animal? Obviously, you're disrespecting the people in your community, but now in this particular case, you expect me as a judge not to use racial bias. I'm trying to understand how it makes sense. And now here's where the rubber meets the road. We can pass bills like this all day that don't help black people get ahead. I'm talking to you, California liberals. But then now, we talk about things. I'll even leave the reparations thing alone. That's too far down the line. But now when black people want things that develop their technical skills, programs that, let's say that get, prisoners to work, or more subsidies and things and infrastructures that bring things into communities. Now, all of a sudden, we can't pass those bills. We can pass these bills when it comes to keeping people looking stupid and acting a fool. Sure. Anything that can keep destroying you, seems like California Democrats with blacks, we're going to pass it. And I think that we need to understand why that is. Anything that will keep you looking foolish. Hey, listen, you want to talk about your people? We don't want to seem racist by making a decision that should lock your ass up and send you to jail. No, we won't. Especially when you said it. That's why Georgia ain't playing like no, we ain't taking it. Listen, we are not protecting you Pookies and Ray Rays. And what needs to happen in black criminality is accountability. We talk about black men being accountable. Here's how we can do it. Let's start with the rappers. Let's start with Pookies and Ray Rays. Okay? Let's talk about these demons that destroy communities in the black world. We will deal with them, and not all because some of the brothers out there come back and do. I'm talking about you monsters there. You, yes, you Pookie and Ray Ray, you monsters. Yes, you. I'm dealing with y'all. Those of you in and out of jail, destroying stuff. You, gold tooth wearing, Nike Air Jordans toting, gun toting. I'm talking to y'all. Let's start with you being accountable for why you doing whatever you doing to folk, for why you acting a fool, for what's going to happen to you if you put that in your lyrics. So then that way, Californians can stop complaining about crime going up in LA, that PNB Rock is getting shot in LA, because you're making it worse. You're only going to get more crime coming in there, more entitlement, more people being emboldened, which is what we don't need. But if we're going to be foolish and every time these guys do something, we baby them like they're little boys, you wonder why folks run away in California. Like, seriously, California is depleting the black population because every time something happens, let's bail out single moms, let's bail out black single moms, black rappers, whatever. Oh, whatever the case is, every time it's somebody's fault. When black people in the West Coast got to be accountable, we have all the opportunities in the world. We need to do the right thing. But it becomes very problematic when we talk about that, isn't it? Yes, it is. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. I'm out.